All right, welcome back, guys, to another pit stop here at Tobacco Cabana in Cedar Hill. Again, thank you to Stephen, Rhonda, David. No longer Carrie.
No, Carrie has gone to Oklahoma and is now...
I was going to say he went on to better lands, but he went to Oklahoma.
Yeah, but he's humidor managing at Stag Lounge. So anybody in the area of Stag Lounge in Oklahoma City, stop by, visit a wonderful location.
Oh, yeah.
Visit their humidor and say hi to Carrie.
Yeah, big congrats, and don't forget us, Carrie. And we'll be up there soon. We'll be able to visit him. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're doing something different here on the pit stop. We're changing things up a little bit, giving you a little bit different format. But one thing that has not changed is a Texas toast. So that's the first thing we need to get started with before I tell you what we're going to get into here now. So like we like to say, to good friends, good conversations, this is a Texas toast. Boom, 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 boom. Don't forget about
And today, Swift single malt. It's a Texas single malt.
Okay.
Aged in bourbon barrels and French sauternes.
Okay.
So very nice, light, crisp finish.
Okay.
Like
it is.
I like it.
Okay, that's nice. So what are we doing today? What are we doing? People say, how is it different, Dave? So it looks the same to me so far. Well, we're going to change things up a little bit. We're going to give you some news. So what we're going to go into right now is what we're going to call our news section. One of the things that that we've got here, Stephen's got, is a cigar, some cigar news that is something that you're only going to be able to find in brick and mortars.
Absolutely, yes. This is the People's Champ from Punch. This is a new release that is only available in your brick and mortar. So get to your B&Ms, see if they're carrying it. If not, maybe ask them to get a couple boxes in.
Yeah.
Wonderful new cigar from Punchline. Punch Brotherhood group releasing this new one. The manager, John Hakayam, we asked and they told. So this is a cigar built on input from you, the smokers, as to how they crafted it. So again, that kind of response is great to hear.
Yeah.
Not just a blender imagining something, but getting that response and feedback from the end user, consumer, always.
So what's the blend? What's the blend on this?
Let me see. Crafted in Honduras.
Wow.
There we go. 5 country blend. Habano wrapper from the Talangia Valley with a Mexican San Andreas binder and filler from the Dominican Republic, Brazilian and Nicaraguan in that filler. Medium body experience, hint of sweetness.
Okay, I like that.
It might pair well with this. Little notes of nuts and leather in a white pepper finish.
Cool. And is this the only size?
I think they've got 3 sizes. I'm looking for details. Oh, nope.
That is the only size. That's the only size. Wow.
5 by 50.
So the People's Choice said this was the size they liked the most.
And we're seeing that a lot as retailers. People liking a slightly shorter cigar.
Interesting.
Something they can enjoy quick.
All right. So Punch's People's Champ, not choice, but they chose it to be the champ.
Yep.
All right. So more in the news. This is I love these guys. Cavalier Genevieve Cigars. Sebastian. He's got his Inner Circle. And as we're shooting this right now, I think it's day 2 of the PCA in Vegas. And it says here at the 2022 Premium Cigar Association Trade Show in Vegas, Cavalier Genevieve Cigars will announce it is adding a new brand to its portfolio known as Inner Circle. I heard him talk a little bit about this. I didn't really fully find out, but we're going to find out here. It says in a press release, Cavalier Genevieve says, Inner Circle is a new stage in the company's history that will, for the first time, showcase a second new brand into the portfolio. Inner Circle is a doorway into Cavalier's world. Interesting. Smoking gold, baby. Yep. Yeah. It is meant to commemorate and share the philosophy of the company, being homage to the year-old factory founded by Cavalier in January of 2021. Fabrica Centroamericana de Tobacco, okay, and create an emphasis on creativity and playground for new tobaccos for Cavalier Genevieve. As for the blend, it consists of a Habano wrapper and binder in Pennsylvania, Piloto Cubano, broadleaf, and Habano fillers. The cigars are being launched in 4 sizes: Petite Robusto, Robusto, Grande, Toro, and Figurado, each in a 24-count cabinet box. Prices will range from $12.80 to $14.30 a cigar. I love Inner Circle, so that's some very cool news.
Yep.
What else you got, Stephen?
We've got an announcement that affects everybody who smokes.
This is
This is big stuff, people.
big stuff, guys.
So recently, within the last week, the United States District Judge, Amit P. Mehta, has ruled the FDA's decision to regulate premium cigars was arbitrary and capricious in violation of the Administrative Procedures Act.
Wow.
He slapped them down
Wow.
and basically put them down for what they were doing, ignoring their own data and trying to say that there were health risks in cigar smoking. We all know that as a cigar smoker, you're not inhaling it into your lungs. You're puffing it, you're holding it in your mouth, and that is different than pulling it into your lungs and taking that.
Yeah. And
And
even
smoking.
even the FDA, so what he's talking about,
yeah.
even the FDA says that 1 to 2 cigars a day has next to nil effect on your health. So this is what this judge is talking. You guys need to keep this guy in mind. And if you're praying, pray for this guy, because he's got some wisdom, and he's slapping down the FDA, which affects, like Stephen said, it affects us all.
Right.
So with that, stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back after a little message here. All right?
Today's cigar shop is The Leaf in Abilene. The Leaf in Abilene is the creme de la creme of cigar shops, and after visiting it myself, I couldn't agree more. The Leaf boasts a humidor big enough to host a game of horseshoes. But as much as I love browsing the gigantic selection of cigars, my favorite part of The Leaf is its staff, who made me feel at ease and demonstrated their impressive cigar knowledge, coffee appreciation, and just good old-fashioned customer service. So when you visit Abilene, you need to make The Leaf your next stop.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're still going to be in some news. We're not done with it yet. We've got some interesting news, some new cigar lines that are coming out. What you got there, Stephen?
I got from La Gloria Cubana, launches the new Series S line. So for those of you who like the bigger ring gauges, they've got 3 new ones coming out: a Robusto Gordo, a Gigante, and a Presidente. So, and again, bigger ring gauges, 56 to 60. This line will debut a new full-time collection next month, named Series S. Steve Abbott, Director of Marketing at LGC, said the Series S combines a long ring formats, expert blending, and fine craftsmanship in a full to full-bodied smoke. We believe this new collection will be well received, and in addition to their brand portfolio. And again, La Gloria has been making some great cigars for a long time.
That was one of the cigars that I started off learning, loving to branch out a little bit, was La Gloria,
We're talking about a Nicaraguan binder and a blend of Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers, and delivers leather and light spice notes. So look for that at your retailers.
Yeah, and cigars that are under $9.
Yeah, price point, they're saying anywhere from $8 to $9. So
Wow. For
definitely
cigars
a good
that
one.
size, wow, sounds great. All right, and other news here, we've got Ace Prime. You guys know them. They're connected with Crown Heads, Luciano. Okay, they've announced a brand new regular production line for the PCA trade show that's coming up, actually as we shoot right now. Like we said, PCA is going on now. The cigar is named after Ace Prime's partner, an award-winning winery located in Pirat, Spain. Mas Ignatius. I'm butchering this, I know. is a Catalan expression that can be translated as house of ignition. Interesting. The goal of this particular blend was a balanced pH, medium full taste profile, and to retain the traditional signature of its blender, Luciano. I'm just going to call him Luciano because I don't want to, I hate people mispronouncing last names, but strength without aggression. I've learned so many things from Luciano, so this one really intrigues me to get this. The Fiat Lux is a fantastic cigar to learn things about how tobaccos work with you, your body, the pH levels, and all that good stuff. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Science the man brings to a cigar is astounding.
Yes, it is. And one of the other pieces in the news, one of the cigars you guys know I love, CAO, Brasilia, just the Pilon main blender, Rick Rodriguez, retired. We know, yeah, right.
10 days is not a retirement, Rick, it's a vacation.
Yeah, exactly.
Well deserved.
So they said that he confirmed a story on his social media pages published by Cigar Aficionado that he is returning to the cigar industry. Imagine that. Rodriguez, the former CAO blender and brand ambassador, you saw this guy everywhere. He was. I wish I never got the chance to meet him. I hope I do someday. Will be teaming up with Gus Martinez, also formerly of General Cigar Company, to launch West Tampa Tobacco Company. So in the upcoming weeks, the company is going to market with two blends, black and white. West Tampa Tobacco's white series will consist of an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and binder over all Nicaraguan tobaccos. I like that. Nice. Black series is the stronger of the two and consists of an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Ometepe and fillers from Nicaragua, including Condega and Ligero from Esteli. Wow, sounds very nice. Both lines will launch in 3 sizes: Robusto, $8.99, Toro, $9.99, and Gigante, $6.60, $10.99. Very reasonably priced at all. Both will be represented in 20-count boxes. Production comes from Garmendia Cigar Company factory in Nicaragua. Both cigars are expected to be showcased in the PCA going on right now, which I know he's there. I saw him on the Instagram and things like that, setting up his booth. So some fantastic news. If you guys have any news that we need to know about, send it in to us. We'd be glad to include it on the next Texas Cigar Roadshow Pit Stop news section. Until then, enjoy the next word of the day. All right, so we are doing a tip, a cigar tip. What tip do you have for our viewers today, Stephen?
Learning to cut a cigar, and this is it's not easy always.
It isn't, and there's
an art to it.
An art maybe, but there is some etiquette to get the best out of it. So if I'm straight cutting it, what do you suggest?
Be very careful. You can take too much off and destroy that cap.
Unwise.
Yep, and then you don't want it peeling off in your mouth.
So you want to take, if you can take just pinch the cap off.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
If you're V-cutting it.
If you're V-cutting it, make sure you do it in a solid cut. Don't just quick.
Don't try to work it, just do it.
You just cut it as quick as you can, and most good cutters will cleanly cut through and give you a great V-cut. Not challenging.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And a punch.
Punch is a great way.
Yeah.
I started with a punch, and I always enjoyed it. Get it in, press firmly, twist, pull out cleanly.
Yeah. All right. That's your cigar tip. Always love a good cigar tip. How do you like that?
I liked it, and what's great about it is that no matter how long we've been smoking, another good tip is always helpful.
Exactly. We can always learn something. So, learning something, we've got Dave Yancey with Leaf and Grain Society here again to teach us about some cigar pairing. And what did you bring today for this? Now we've got a Natsico.
Yes.
Did you pick this one out, right?
I did.
Why?
I picked it out because it's an Ecuadorian Habana wrapper.
Okay.
And it's going to pair really nice with what we're drinking. And what we're drinking is from 3 Chord, and this is called their Strange Collaboration, where they collaborated with Strange Winery out of California.
Not Stranger Things.
Nope, Strange Winery out of California, and it is the Pinot Noir. So it's what we're doing.
Finished in a Pinot Noir barrels.
Yeah, so this would be considered a finished whiskey. And what they'll do is that after the whiskey is aged for however many years the bourbon's aged, or whiskey, what have you, is aged for however many years that they want to age it, they'll pour it into another barrel, in this particular case, a barrel that held Pinot Noir wine, for another 2 to 6 months or so. And that way it's going to pull some of those flavors out.
And so when they do something like this, though, those flavors aren't overpowering.
No.
It's just enough to kind of accent the bourbon.
Well, let's see. Let's see. Take
So we've already started smoking. Now, I know listening to you before, we smoke and drink, or we drink and smoke, or go back and forth and see what we're tasting with those. So knowing that we've smoked first before
let's nose it first to see, and I want to hear you come back with what kind of notes you're picking up on the nose.
Kind of like almost a dark fruit. Yeah, like I'm getting like a dark fruit, like a cherry.
Yes.
Yeah, like a plum, almost a dark.
That's the Pinot Noir.
Okay.
Pinot Noirs are.
And I'm not a big wine guy, so I don't really know wines or anything. But
well, you hit it perfectly, because Pinot Noirs are really known for those dark black cherries, plums, type notes.
Oh, cool. I do like plums, and I love black cherries.
Oh, love them. And
so, Slancha, Prost, whatever whatever those. Salute, whatever.
Cheers.
We got. Cheers.
Let's do it this the Texas way. Cheers.
Exactly right. Boom. Let's taste this. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Yeah, that dark fruit. That dark fruit. It's not a lot of heat on it at all. Hits me at the back top of my mouth.
And we're sitting at 99 proof on this, so it's not a high proof, but it's not a low proof. It's a nice medium proof. I would say anything that's is right at that 100 to 115 is a medium proof.
That's nice going from that to this now. It kind of just pulled some other flavors out of that cigar.
Which is exactly what we were looking for.
Right.
And the biggest reason I went with the Ecuadorian is because Ecuadorian, as you know, is known very well for their earthy, but also their sweetie.
That's what I love about it.
And that shows that we've got a little bit more of a mature palate, because being able to pick up on those nuances from the Ecuadorian, and that's the terroir. That's given it to you.
Okay.
And this is a Habano, and so we can take this same Habano and go to Jalapa in Nicaragua and get completely different notes. And we can go to Honduras or to Dominican and get completely different notes from it. But it's a tropical fruit sweetness that's known for, that Ecuador is known for because of their region. Okay. Bananas is their biggest
export of fruit or whatever they're growing out there. Yeah. No, that's a super nice pairing, and this is a great cigar. If you guys haven't had a Nat Seco, this is the Liga number 4. Stephen calls this a Padron killer.
I love Padrons.
Sure.
I mean, this is right up there.
But if you like that profile of a Padron, but you don't want to pay that price,
right?
This is Stephen. What is this price point?
$6.
I think it was $10.
10.
Yeah,
So
I think it was 10,
half
which is
the price
perfect.
of what a Padron is going to cost you. At this side, box pressed Churchill here, and so you're getting a fantastic cigar. pairing very well with this. And so how did you find this one? Was it just one of those, hey, that looks like an interesting bottle?
It absolutely is. I had wanted to pick up some 3-chord.
What do you mean? I mean, so you already knew about them.
I knew about 3-chord. I knew about the distillery. And I can't remember the musicians that are behind this, but it's musicians that came up with it, with the 3-chord different bourbons. And I found out about them on Instagram. Inside the bourbon community, and a couple of other people had really enjoyed 3-chord, so I went out and found one.
Okay.
And
you know where you found it at?
I got this one from Mirage Fine Spirits up in Colleyville.
Remember what you paid for it?
60.
60. Okay, so
60.
good bottle, under 75, under 100, around that $50 to $65 mark is really what I consider, you know. Anything over 65, I'm going, okay, that's a really good bottle for me. 65, that's a good bottle that I'll pay for. I usually like to get one good bottle, and then I go get a bunch of bottom shelf ones that I like to try them, see if I've found some bottom shelf ones that it's like, I don't think I'm gonna get that one again. But then I found some bottom shelf ones that are $12 bottle. I'll buy that every day.
Oh, absolutely.
For an everyday sipper?
I've got my bottom shelf ones that I will go and sip on every day, and I've got a couple of bottles that I paid 120 to 150 for.
Right.
And on bottle nights, that's usually those ones that, unless it's a special occasion bottle night, that are sitting down underneath the table instead of on top of the table.
Yeah. So when I visit a bottle night over there, I need to go look under the table from now. I haven't been able to get out there and try one of those. So that is something that you guys, Leaf and Grain, does over at another cigar lounge underground.
Yeah.
And every other Friday?
Nope, we've had to cut back, so we're doing it every second or third Friday of the month.
Okay, but it's just something where you guys, I could bring a bottle and we just, hey, I have never tried that one.
Absolutely. The rules are simple. Bring a bottle if you can. We're going to share a bottle, and if you want a cigar paired with you on this one, then I or somebody else will pair a cigar with you.
Okay, cool.
My only rule that I have outside of that is if the bottle is sitting on top of the table, it's open for anybody.
Yeah, bottle's on the table.
If you don't want it to be open for anybody and you bring it in because you just say you want myself to try it because of my background, it goes underneath the table or up in a locker.
Everybody should, it's kind of like one of those etiquette things when you walk into a lounge, you know, some cigar etiquette. This kind of goes with that.
Yep,
well,
absolutely.
So this is another fantastic pairing. Already knew this was a great cigar. One of my favorites that I like. And then this, you know, just this cask finish, whether it's in sherry or something like that, I love those things.
Yeah, don't be afraid to try out your cask finish. And a lot of people in the whiskey community will say, there's people that will say this isn't a bourbon anymore because it's been finished in another barrel. Okay. And
hey,
don't turn
good?
away from it.
Do you like it?
Do you enjoy it?
Do you enjoy it? Then drink it. If you like your cigar, and I don't care what it costs, what the name of it is, if you enjoy it, smoke it.
That's what matters.
Put those two together, we got a party.
What's your best whiskey?
What? Yeah, the one
what's
you're
your best
drinking.
cigar? The one
you're
I'm smoking, and the one I'm drinking.
Exactly. Well, talking about what you're doing as far as the Leaf and Grain Society goes, tell me what we're going to see. We're going to do a little walkthrough. This is what you like to do. You like to do walkthroughs so it's not a road show like I do.
Show.
So what are we going to see next?
So we have a segment within our YouTube and our Rumble channel, Leaf and Grain Society, that we call the Shop Stop. And it's either myself or the Cigar King or Red, and we just walk through the lounge, we walk through the humidor, we don't talk to anybody.
Just a POV, just walking
we're
through.
talking about the different cigars that they may have, maybe highlight one that's our favorite, and that's it.
And just show hey, this is a shop that's here, come visit it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to see one of Dave Yancey's Leaf and Grain walkthroughs. Enjoy.
Hey, everybody, this is Graybeard.
And this is Red.
And we're here at the Underground off of Lancaster in Fort Worth. and we're going to do a quick little shop stop walkthrough of the Underground Cigar Lounge. You guys have heard us talking about it on our Twisted Pair, so here we go.
Come on.
So here we are walking in. There's their hours, great hours.
I know, I was going to say this.
And when you first come in, you get to see the humidor, you see the nice counter they got, but this is what really, this is what's really cool. This has all been designed after the Continental from the John Wick.
Yes.
And you see they've got a lot of really cool swag. Some nice lighters and cutters, and we're called the piranhas because whenever a sampler comes up, we are usually just eating that up, gobbling that up as soon as possible. So we're going to walk into the humidor, but before we do, we want to just look. I mean, you can see that they won the best of the DFW. They won the second place silver.
Let's see that.
You've got it's a nice little mat there.
And one thing I do want to say is I like that they have an ashtray. I know that may seem silly to you, but you're not really supposed to smoke in humidors. And they put one on the side so you don't have to go back to your spot.
I love that because the thing when you smoke inside the humidors, the smoke itself can affect the cigars.
Correct.
That's in there. So it's really good when lounges give you something like that. And I love it that they actually will watch and say, hey, don't bring your cigars in there. But you can see, so Underground's all boutique. So everything that you see in here is considered a boutique. We've got Definition Cigars. DC is Definition Cigars is out of South Dallas. You've heard us talk about Cavalier from Sebastian. This is all Providencia. And in fact, there's our cigar right there. You've got Osak, the Carbon, and the Treviso. There's the Mil Diaz and the Fiat Lux, and all of them from Luciano.
Crownhead.
Here's Red's favorite line.
Black
In fact,
label.
her favorite cigar, the porcelain. Even Oliva is considered a boutique because of the volume that they have. And there's a lot of discussion as, what is classified as boutique, but, we love them, they're family.
And Espinosa, that's another one that surprises people that's considered a boutique, but it is. And then this is something that they just recently brought in within the last month or so, is My Father. So, which also some people are like, no, it's not a boutique. Yes, it is a boutique. So they have that, and then Almafuerte.
Yes, the Placencia, the Almafuerte. This Almafuerte is just a phenomenal smoke.
Well worth the price, because some people are kind of hesitant because it is a $21 stick, but I will tell you it pairs really well with a salted caramel stout.
Yes. and here we've got our brothers from 262. We've had them on the Twisted Pair.
We also have Warfighter.
Warfighter, yes. This is the Dumpster Fire. A very well-known boutique in Romacraft. So they've got lots of Romacraft. Here's some Forte Libre. We've done a pairing of
San Andreas. It was the San Andreas, I believe.
No, it was the Sun Country.
It was the Sun Country.
It was the Sun Country with this one here.
Yes.
Jake Wyatt cigars. You've got some Rojas up here.
And then some Drunken Chicken.
Oh, some Drunken Chick. Yes, some Drunk Chicken, which we're going to have Desiree on the show at some point in time.
And then we're also going to have Greg on with the Fuerte.
Yes, we are. And you've got Rojas. These are the house sticks by Rojas right here. And I mean, these are just phenomenal cigars. And it's decorated really nice with lots of artwork. This artwork right here, this is done by Edgar Hoyle himself, and he's the one that's behind OSOC. You've got these beautiful lockers back here. These are 14 by 14 by 14 lockers.
And they fit a lot in there. You have a lot of bottles in your locker.
I've got more bottles than cigars in my locker.
And then I have more cigars in my locker than, and the thing that I love about it is, like, if you look online and you look at a lot of places, their locker prices are like $500 a year or plus. And they're not expensive in that area. So that's, and then plus you get your own plaque. Everyone has a custom plaque that they get to have. And then they have, one of my favorite things about it is they have lockers for first responders, for military, for policemen. So if you are one of a first responder, policeman, vet, then you are allowed, you can come in here and pick a stick, and it's on the house, and it's through donations through the members of the underground.
There's a first responder. We've got one over here. It's another veterans that's been served, that they've got cigars that's in there. If you are traveling from out of town, there's a locker for that one as well.
And then also some members have donated lockers for what we call family members that have passed, so that they have that if you're traveling through, that you can get that, or if your family's going through a sickness.
So you can see here, Fort Worth Weekly Underground is featured there, and then also up here. So let's walk out.
Oh, we even forgot the center.
Oh yes, the center. And these Don Julio cigars, these are just, oh my goodness, they are so good. Mm-hmm. They've also got the Arrival.
Yes, by Ken.
Yes, by Ken. What's his?
I want to say, I keep thinking it's Hamilton.
Yes, Ken Hamilton.
He's a former Cowboy player. I think he also played with the Seahawks.
He did.
He's done a couple of events out here at the Underground. If you go to the Cowboy Stadium, they actually have his cigar there because he, as I stated, he did play for the Dallas Cowboys. So Jerry Jones actually, that's the only cigar I think allowed at the AT&T Stadium.
Hey, paying homage to those who helped make him some money.
Yes.
We love you. We love you, Jerry.
Oh, my DoorDash is here.
So, want to definitely call out that this box right here, this is for Cigars for Warriors. And we talked about Cigars for Warriors on the show a couple of times. And this box here is available for people to come in, put their cigars in the box, and then Underground will send them off to the Warriors. You can see that they've got bricks up here where members of the lounge, people that are frequent cigar shop here at the Underground, were able to have their own brick engraved. And so they're being displayed here. And want to display what we've got here with the best in DFW Silver Underground Cigar Shop, and just highlights just the different things that they've been able to do. And so here's the lounge. You got a nice piano.
And on bottle nights, sometimes there's a player that comes and plays the piano.
And one thing that especially we want to call out, that Don and Chef and the different owners of the lounge, what they do is they really support our troops and pay homage to our troops, both near and gone. So a nice big view of everybody, and there's the lovely Red.
And I will say that they have the best restrooms out of any lounge that I've been to. They're very nice, clean, and beautiful.
Which I'm not going to walk in and show that. And here comes the Spice Man in. So there you have the walkthrough of the Underground in our Shop Stop walkthrough. So until next time,
explore the pairings.
All right. Another great shop stop with Dave Yancey, previewing a brick and mortar and being able to see what they as a retailer can offer you.
Love seeing new lounges and things, and just a simple, nice little walkthrough so that if you're ever in the area, you can see exactly what's there. It's not a road show, nothing that he's going to sit down and talk, but he's showing you what the lounge has. I love it, and where it's at.
Yep.
So you guys out there, if you've got your brick and mortar that you go to, email me at texascigarroadshow@gmail.com. I can give you the specs on how I need the video shot. You can do a walkthrough of your brick and mortar in whatever state or region that you're in.
Absolutely.
And we'll put it in the show for you. Give you guys some credit. And again, it'll help us out with our show. And we get to see a lounge that I probably won't get to go to.
Yeah. I mean, I've done some road trips and seen a lot of lounges, but that's only a small sampling of what's out there.
So definitely send us something. We'd love to see your walkthrough. And now we've got something interesting we're going to pitch to, and that is, you've seen him on our show before. He's got his own channel, and that is Pick Jimi. Let's go to the field.
Welcome to the DJ Minute, the best 2 minutes of your life, where we talk about the controversial topics that people might be thinking, but definitely don't say out loud, because I'm not afraid to do it, and we're going to come out swinging for this first episode. The cigar purge on YouTube was a good thing. So I'm sure you're aware, if you've been watching cigar review content on YouTube, that around Mother's Day of 2022, YouTube updated their TOS and a lot of channels got strikes, some got bans, and there was a mass exodus of the big channels leaving YouTube. And here's why I think that was a good thing. 2 reasons mainly. Gave every small channel a better chance about being seen. A lot of small channels saw growth. They saw their videos actually being seen and pushed by the algorithm for the first time ever. Cigar Hound Dog is a fantastic example of that. The fastest growing cigar channel on YouTube. Now, was he gonna grow fast either way? Absolutely. But did the influx of new people who were finding his videos because a certain Tiki Torch God's videos were purged from YouTube? You bet your ass. Second reason, no more bias reviews. Because there were many cigar channels that were reviewers that were actually just cigar shops, and a lot of them got taken down. If your channel is flooded with acid content behind you, maybe they're a little biased towards Drew Estate. If every single one of their videos has a promo code for a certain website, maybe they're biased towards that website. Am I mad at that? Absolutely not. Everyone deserves to try and get their bag. Don't get me wrong. If you're a smaller guy and you got hit, I'm sorry. It sucks. The reason you got hit is you had links, you had affiliate links going out to selling tobacco. You just did. It was somewhere on your channel, the YourBots found it, and you got strikes. But what it also did is it forced those of you who stayed to pivot and create better content. But what this YouTube purge did is it gave every small channel a chance to shine who is really only in this to grow the community. Don't get me wrong, everyone has the right to go out and try and get that bag, but I think the community is now better because it happened. And that's the DJ Minute, the best 2 minutes of your life.
Another good show. Did you like it?
Yes, that was great.
I liked it. Shop stop,
Absolutely.
Cigar
Being able
pairing?
to see it. Always love the pairing.
a word, little
Knowledge. Knowledge is a power.
tip, news.
Everything you want.
Yeah, exactly. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like we always like to say, enjoy the leaf, grow the culture. Boom. Texas Cigar Roadshow is presented by Lone Star Cigar Association.